Because I got to say, welcome to the Alienate fucking adventure goddamn sagas. Starting a little late because of partial issues. Your GM should spend less time coding and more time GMing. I get it. Anyway, when we were last here, you guys shopped, which was pretty exciting after the previous episode, which was you guys shopping. So we got a double shopper. You sold off, it was actually a thing that was worthwhile. You sold off all of your shared party inventory for like a cajillion pieces of gold. And the merchant approached you with a wheelbarrow full of gold in the gold bags, drawing some attention from the locals. And then you guys decided you were going to, for the night, you were going to head to the Ropewalk Inns and get some shut-eye. It is about 10:30 in the PM that same day. You have not gotten your shut-eye yet. I did want to ask what you guys wanted to do.
Well, I know we have onlookers with our gold. How much gold did we say it was?
It's like 16,000 something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't we all take a portion of it and convert it to platinum?
I think we were thinking. Do we need?
Or,
this is like a DM thing. Do we need to make the effort to go to a bank, or can we just magically say we did that?
Oh, we magically do it.
You have a wheelbarrow full of gold.
Yeah, we have to,
and remember the some of the more questionable citizens have been looking at you as you sort of made your way to the inn.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you mind if we talk amongst ourselves for a moment, Thomas?
Yeah. Do you want me to mute myself? Should I not hear?
No, you're
right.
You're fine. No, I like. So, can we just like get this wheelbarrow of gold upstairs, and then like put most of the gold in like a bag of holding or something, just so that we're not having to like deal with a wheelbarrow full of gold.
Yeah.
How much
right.
did we do the math on how much it weighs? I think we did, right? But I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was gosh darn it. It was something like 400 and something pounds.
Yeah.
Right? Does that sound about right? It was like, I want to say that Alicia had a bag of holding that might have been able to hold it.
Yeah, because I thought Christy and Noodle and Favia both have fanny packs of holding.
Yeah, speaking of which, Mark, I'm going to make you the owner of Noodle.
Okay.
Because she's out today.
I had kind of a nutty idea, which is maybe we just fill up our fanny packs of holding, like basically as quickly as we can, stuff the gold in all of our pockets, and then just head out the road.
Do we have any more of those ornaments of containment?
I might have sold it. I don't have one.
No, I have one, but it doesn't make anything small. It just makes things light.
Right. So if we could make this maybe... I think it would be more ridiculous to watch us carry in a 250-pound ornament than it would be a 450-pound wheelbarrow full of gold.
I was just thinking, like, maybe we should just get out of town and not try to spend the night.
Just set up camp.
Make our way toward Flan, yeah.
So, which of you wants to run Fabia?
I think David should.
Yeah, I can.
That's always fun. But we're not in combat, so it's not going to be as fun.
Well, who knows?
I like when you almost kill Little Zippy.
Oh, you should pull a Little Zippy out for sure. So the idea is you're going to do what? You're going to go upstairs, package some things up. I wasn't paying attention on purpose. Go upstairs, package some things up, or go into the inn, rent a room. Like, tell me your plan, leader. You're still the leader, Bing, so we're not voting again. So.
Oh, fine.
But did you guys want to vote? I can have you vote here. Hold on.
We haven't haven't decided what we're gonna do.
Well, now we're gonna vote for Ben.
Yeah.
So vote away, man.
Yeah, I think we're still deciding.
Wait, why is Nick not? Why doesn't Nick get a vote?
Oh, dang it!
Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, okay.
I was like, oh, I know Karen.
Wait, did you not play last time?
Yeah, I played last time.
Are you logged in?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. I don't know why you didn't show up.
Weird.
Interestingly,
No,
it shows him on the not voted.
Fabia.
It shows me as not voted yet.
Oh no, it shows you as Fabia.
Yeah.
You're Fabia because you're controlling Fabia. I'm gonna figure out how to code that. All right, Karen, you're the party leader.
Oh my god, I voted for myself as an idiot.
You were the swing vote. You're the reason that you're the leader. Otherwise, all of you voted for yourself except for Fabia, who voted for you, or somebody did. I don't know.
All right.
Anyway, go ahead. What's the plan?
Well, I don't know. Does anybody have any thoughts on getting out of town versus trying to spend the night? I think if we try to spend the night,
I'm fine with spending the night because I think it might be fun to get in a little bit of trouble.
All right.
I want to see what this town has to throw at us.
Well, we've been to this town before, haven't we?
So this is your current situation.
Yeah.
Not with a barrel full of gold.
Fair.
It's kind of an
we don't have a room yet, right?
Correct. Yeah.
No, you've walked into the pub, and a lot of very rough looking people. You have to remember this is a town that has supported a couple of mines and lumber and its trade routes and dock workers, right? This isn't a vacation destination for most people, right? It's a working harbor town. So yeah, you've walked in. There's these rough people. You haven't requested a room yet. You do have a wheelbarrow full of gold. No, it is in bags. It's not just loose gold.
We threw a blanket over it too.
Yeah, and it's been covered up.
We can say we're bakers and we're taking
say
flowers.
I'm going to say, Karen, why are we carrying this copper all over the place?
Yeah, and the patrons aren't paying actual attention to you, but for sure peripheral. I'll throw this into the chat.
All right. What happened to that tough ass cute lady that Karen's crushing on for sure?
We were talking to we just started talking with her when we left.
Yeah, so exactly. So she comes in, she's I believe she asked what you guys wanted, and I believe you told her you wanted some ale. Is that right? Am I remembering correctly? There she is. And here she is for all y'all.
All right. Karen is going to go parlay with Mira.
Cool.
All right. And maybe I'll just tempt fate tonight. Because I know how much some of you love this.
I don't know. Are you going to do a lady voice?
Get creepy.
I sure as hell am doing a lady voice.
It didn't work.
It didn't work, did it? No. This is my only. This is my lady voice.
I like your songs are really good.
How you doing there? Can I get you some ale? Sorry, I can only do the old guy from Family Guy. Come on over here, Chris. So she's like, so you did you go over to the bar or did you meet her where she's at? Yeah.
No. So Karen went over to her, and Karen, or I say, We need a room, something big, hopefully with a discreet entrance. Can you help me?
Yeah. You rumors of you arrived before you did.
What have you heard?
I've heard that you've come from the mountain. That you may have struck it rich. You've either been up to no good or up to good. Time will tell. Then she leans in a little bit and she's like, and from what I hear, you're no friend to the Black Cult of the Dragon.
All of that sounds pretty much right. What's the probability of us getting into a fight tonight?
I'd say high to probably.
All right. Well, we'll make a medium-sized effort to not get into a fight, but we would appreciate a room where we can defend it, pretty easily.
Well, look, I've given you all the free information I'm going to give you, but I will let you rest assured of a couple of things. I heard you were coming. I've already prepared a room, right? Single entrance in, easy to guard. Most of my rooms fit that thing. No one's going to fuck with you in my inn.
Except for you.
This is a safe place. This is a safe place. Right? So,
So they know better than to cause trouble in your inn.
Yeah. But as soon as you step foot out of this inn, all bets are off.
Okay.
Did you want something to eat, something to drink? I could have a couple of my bussers deposit your stuff up into your room if you choose. If you don't trust me, I totally get it.
The Goliath will carry it up. That's fine.
But she looks at you, Skylar, and has a little bit of I bet he can. I bet he can.
Nice. But we're not going. This is a family friendly party, so we'll be keeping it clean.
No,
you do you.
Karen leans in and says, "Are you working all night?"
How do you define working?
I don't really want to stay in a room with these guys.
For a couple of coin, I do have a lovely bath in my room.
You're going to charge me?
Well, for the bath.
Fair enough. All right. See you suckers later.
So you heading up to her room?
One hundo, yeah.
Awesome. So she tells you, it's up the stairs. It's to the left. She gives you a key that you can let yourself in. When you enter are you leaving now? Or are you hanging tight for a second?
Karen left in a very like a cartoon way with like a puff of smoke and like a sound effect behind her.
A sound effect. I'm not fast enough, but I'm like, I know I have a sound effect for that. God damn it. Oh well. I was too slow.
the feet sound?
Yeah. So that's the Roadrunner Wile E. Coyote sound.
Yes. The Hanna-Barbera.
Yep.
So you should have heard a sound just now, did you?
No.
I'm not hearing shit. I don't know what's going on. Maybe my volumes are all turned down. Anyway, so you take off and you head up the stairs to the left. Skylar, are you following up and heading to your room? She tells you guys are at the end of the hall to the right.
Sure.
All right. So he says, "Sure."
I'm not going to go see Megan. That's what you're implying.
Who's Megan?
We're all like going up the stairs together, but the rooms are on different ends or something.
Yeah.
Well, your room is on one end, and the rest of the rooms, so she puts you guys in a shared room, She assumed that you'd want a large, multi-bunk room to be together and less targetable individually.
Mhm.
All right. Well,
as you guys all go up to the right, go ahead.
A little salute as she peels off to the bath.
Mm.
Holler if you need me.
I'm not sure how I feel about seeing a nude Karen coming out for battle.
No. Not my jam.
So so Karen, you head to the left, you open up the room, and it's look, it's still a working class town room, but it's it has some niceties, right? Off to the back on the left is a door. The door opens, and there is a steaming hot bath, right, with some fresh towels, some scented soaps and lotions. And I'll let you role play from there what you do. The rest of you, are you all going up as a group? I'm assuming Noodle and everybody heading up. And by the way, this is pure role play. I decided I wasn't going to build this scene out with a top-down map. It didn't make any sense.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, so you guys head into your room, and she's right. It's pretty easy to protect. Your second story, there's no direct way to get into like there's a very few windows that are in this room. Nice sturdy bunks. You've got foot lockers at the end of each bed. There's a communal bath area. It's not as glorious as a tub. It's a bucket that you can pour over yourself and sort of wash the nastiness off. Sorry for that, but it's think of this as more of like a communal bathroom, right? But you sit on the beds. The beds feel, comfortable. You haven't slept in a nice bed in quite some time. I'm going to advance the time to around midnight.
So we have, but before we're going to do something with this gold, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gentlemen.
That's what you said.
So can we split it up between the two owners of the bags of holding?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. We should just annotate how much money it is.
Yeah. How much is it total?
After you translate to platinum, that's the number we should look at.
Look at your party inventory. Isn't that, or no? Who did we give it to? We gave it to one person, didn't we?
It's Karen.
What? The money? I don't think I have anything like that.
Where is it? Elegant 8. Oh, it looks like it might be in your. Yeah, it's in your party inventory. So it's 18,571 gold.
And it's
Christ Almighty.
Yeah. So it's I think 50 coins to a pound or something like that.
Yeah, it's I'm going to tell you exactly what it is right now. So yeah, 50 coins to a pound. So yeah. So you're looking at about 375 pounds. So we were right. I was saying around 400.
Okay.
I mean, Karen was carrying around probably more weight in barrels at one point. So.
True.
And who has the bag of holding? Is it Alicia that has that?
I think Fabia and Noodle both have one.
Yeah, they both have one.
All right, so Karen, you're in one room. The rest of you are in another room. What's your plan? You guys you're pulling this stuff out, dropping it into the bag of holding. What is the actual? I'm gonna let you guys talk amongst yourselves and work out this bit, and then tell me when you're ready.
I think are we not just splitting the money, converting it to platinum, splitting the money, sticking it in the bag, having a rest, and then getting out of this podunk town?
I think we're gonna get visited.
I want to get visited.
Well, I'm gonna go down and have some dinner.
All right. Are you taking? Is it safe to assume that you have already transferred this gold into your bags of holding? Is that what you did?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we're gonna do that before we leave.
And
the room.
And are you taking this bag of holding with you?
Yeah.
Can we transfer it to platinum? And then yeah.
Remember we said platinum, split and bag of holding, annotate the amount, and then dinner or whatever we want. Let's cost some trouble.
Yeah, I think we're probably gonna keep the bags with us. Or the bags holding.
Okay.
Do you guys agree before we head down?
Yeah. Maybe we can what's the Mel Gibson movie with the gambling was it Maverick, I think?
Right.
Yeah, where he keeps it in his boot while they're both in the shower. Maybe we can give it to Karen.
Well, he's busy knocking boots, so
yeah, that's true.
Well, he's not knocking boots yet. He's just soaking in a bath. You don't know what he's doing, honestly.
She.
Assuming she is, so
yeah.
You know, that's so yeah, I mean, I was thinking like, oh, maybe we should do some sort of like, decoy sort of thing, but I don't know if it's even worth bothering with.
Oh, yeah. Actually, hold on. Uno memento. So with this new ring, I think I got.
Oh, if you can look like Mira and then go visit Karen in the bath, I will. You'll make my day.
Yes. I have a disguise kit.
Yeah. Oh my god. It's a the Protective Verses. I have Morton Caden's Private Sanctum, so I can cast that and yeah, go from there. If you'd like to know what that is, I can.
What is it in one sentence?
So it is essentially 24-hour house that nobody can see or detect without magic.
Oh, that's fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if anybody does sense it and try to come in, we are immediately alerted. And they are essentially like stopped.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dion.
So are you guys setting this up in your room?
Is that what we want to do? Or do we want to wait? Is this something we can do quickly? Does it take time to set up?
All right, we're gonna go over to Karen while Nick's researching. So Karen, you're soaking in the bath. You see, the mines of Tethymar sort of floating to the surface and sort of foaming up, and you're washing all that nastiness up.
The water a couple times, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so the water. Karen, you're with your high charisma. You don't cotton to dirty water. So as of yet, Mira's not made her way upstairs.
Yeah.
Wait, so we've done that conversion. Can I take a shower too and clean up?
Mm-hmm.
That's 100%. What I want to do. Scrub a dub.
So would a Goliath really clean up?
What's that?
So don't you like to be stinky and gross?
No, man, I want to be clean.
As a Goliath. So Skylar, you're heading to the communal bath.
in my thong.
Excellent.
Awesome. So
right.
Skylar, who's a 7-foot tall Goliath, right, is wearing the equivalent of like $1.50 worth of material. He heads out, and you open the door, and standing at the door are a couple of rough-looking characters, sort of leaning against the wall. They're looking at you and kind of taken aback. You don't know if they're maybe waiting for the bathroom or just sort of hanging out, or maybe that's their room. You aren't sure.
Well, my intelligence, I look at them.
What is your intelligence, by the way?
Decent. I bumped it up. So wait, are they standing in front of the bathroom door?
They are. I'm looking for your intelligence real quick. No, they're not. They're in the hallway, sort of across from your door, just sort of leaning. There's a door next to them, and then at the end of the hall is this bathroom.
Oh, well, I say.
And you got a 14, so you're. I mean, you have. I'm sorry, you have a 13 intelligence, so you're smart, but you're not Einstein.
Yeah. So I smell my armpits, and I kind of wave them, and then I go, "Let me through. I need to clean. You can have some of this afterwards."
So both of these gentlemen are big, brawny, hairy, but you're 7-foot tall Goliath, and you're wearing a thong, and you smell. And they just both sort of take a step away from you with sort of like a weird, knowing, like, whatever, dude, sort of a nod, and let you pass into the bathroom without incident.
All right. So no. I walk down the hall, I scratch my bum, and then I open the door, and then I lathered up, and I definitely sing Rubber Ducky while I'm doing it.
All right, so you are you doing all of this with the door open?
Hey man, this is a family inn. I shut the door.
All right.
After I take off my thong.
Good. So you shut the door, and you hear through the door the dude is going like, "What the fuck was that?" Like, that's Jesus Christ, and we're supposed to be afraid of these people? And Jesus, and you sort of hear them take a few steps down the hallway away from the bath to give you a little privacy. So you're singing your Rubber Ducky. It's so fun. It makes bath time so much fun. There is no Rubber Ducky. However, there is a pretty filthy sponge and some lukewarm water that you're pouring on top of yourself. Remember, this is a sponge bath. There's no tub here. Now, you could have asked. There might have been a tub that you could have paid for, but you're in the communal bathroom, right? Right next to where you're showering, there's a chair with a hole in it and a nasty bucket with a lid on it. You don't dare. I don't know if you guys have done any worldwide traveling, but it's kind of like a hostel where there's a sign that was written 10 years ago that says, "Put your dirty toilet paper in the bin." And then in parentheses, "This means you Americans."
Nice.
Yes.
That's a real story, by the way. That's a real sign that I saw. So,
wow.
Anyway,
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, they had bidets and stuff. But anyway,
don't poop in this. Seriously.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Well, no, it was don't flush your toilet paper because Venice cannot handle it.
No.
I was in Venice.
It cannot. Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, so Skylar, so you're lathering up, and there's a small round window with a nice cross pattern, like 4 pieces of glass in a small circle, about the size of a normal person's head, but much smaller than your head. It's a little dirty. You can sort of scrub it away. And as you look outside, you do see like all of the merchants have like disappeared for the night, right? And you're overlooking the harbor. This would be a lovely view if it wasn't from a stinky bathroom. But you are seeing some unsavory characters starting to sort of amass outside. They don't look like they're organized. It just looks like a bunch of thugs wandering. Now, this could just be after-hours dock workers coming in for a beer.
How big is the room that we're staying in?
The room that you're in is around 20 by, I would say, 15.
Okay, and how tall is it?
It's a pretty standard height. It's around 12 feet, 12 to 15, give or take.
Okay.
Right. And bunks line, it's you sort of walk in the door, and then there's bunks that line the wall opposite you, and then a couple of bunks, to your left, and each of them has a little footy thing. Off to the right, there's a little area with a table, a chair, a complimentary bowl of apples.
Ooh. I'm snacking.
They're very good apples, right? This is clearly a port town. They get some good stuff, right? They're not really in season in this area, so you're not sure where they came from. But Mira takes care of her guests, right? Skylar, I've described the bathroom as like a truck stop in the middle of nowhere. But for the most part, given the clientele and sort of like what they go through every day, it's a pretty clean bathroom given sort of the minor community and the amount of soot that there has to be.
Yeah.
Going on. You did come at the end of the night when everyone had probably already bathed, by the way.
Got it. Well, when I'm done with my shower with some nice hot bucket water, I'll return back to my room. I don't know if those guys are in the hallway, but my tummy's grumbling and I want to join Mr. Nick Malak and Cyrus Bing for some food.
Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask, did you clean your thong? Or did you leave it on? Are you wearing a soggy thong? Like, what's your plan here? Are you in a towel?
No. I dried off, and then I put my thong. Actually, no, I don't put my thong back on. I scrub my thong in the water, and then I towel myself off. And I'm gonna line dry my thong in my room after I get done.
Your roommates will be thrilled when that happens.
I cast fireball on his thong.
So you're just wearing a little towel, right? You're wearing a towel as you go back into your room.
Yes, loosely fitted.
All right. Yeah, well, it's not loosely fitted. It doesn't fit at all. Like your ass crack is sort of hanging out. Like it goes about 5/7. That's a fraction for you. 5/7 of the way around your body. You're a Goliath, right? Like, so you come in, you guys, and Skylar looks fine. He looks clean. Definitely less stinky, and he has his little towel on, a little shorter than you'd hope. But then he turns around to get some shit out of his bunk, and his butt crack is like right there, presenting itself to you. Hopefully, you avert your eyes before he bends over. You can't unsee that.
Oh, good.
So you're all in the room except for Karen. Karen, you're still soaking. What are you doing in the other room? Are you waiting for Mira?
Yeah. I'm staying in the room. I'm kind of looking around. Is there anything to eat in here?
Oh yeah. So she has beyond apples. She has exotic fruits. There's berries. You see off. Well, you don't see from where you were, but on your way in, because she doesn't keep food in the bathroom. That'd be nasty. You notice that on her table was some bread, some meat, some cheese, right?
All right.
Not much in the way of open beverages, but you see a bottle of unopened wine on her table.
Yep. All right. I'm helping myself, relaxing.
And as you're helping yourself, that you hear the door sort of open up, and Mira pops her head in and says, I'm still working, but I just wanted to check to see how you're doing. Do you need anything sent up to the room? Hopefully your bath was good. You look good.
Say I'll be here.
Well, I'll be here soon, but I've still got some stuff to take care of downstairs. Right? It's my inn. So feel free to come on down for an on the house drink if you want. Otherwise, I'll check on you in a little while. And the door shuts, and then she sort of heads back. You hear her walking down the stairs.
All right. Should we get some grub?
All right. So the rest of you are going down. Our noodle. So like, I just want to know, like, is everyone other than Karen going down? Is that the idea?
Yeah.
I am gonna cast Private Sanctum. Morton Caden's Private Sanctum, but I'm going to cast it in a 5x5 foot square up in the corner of the room.
Okay.
And I'm going to put our or if I can have somebody after I cast it to just tell them in the general vicinity where to put our bags of holding,
mm-hmm.
and put them up in that.
Oh, I see.
Now those bags, were there 50-50? Was it 50 in one and 50% in the other? Was that the idea?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Ruby. So without incident, you guys wrestled. You know, it's even 50. Well, bag of holding, I guess it doesn't have the weight, so it's not a problem at all. You just stick them up into the whatever that thing was called. What was it called again?
Morton Caden's private sanctum. But I can pretty much cast it anywhere between a 5 by 5 by 5 to 100 cubic feet.
And how does it and how does it alert you? How does that work?
So anything that so anybody that's outside it other than me can't see inside the area. The barrier is warded by dark, foggy. It's preventing vision, including so even if you have dark vision, you can't see through it.
Okay.
Is it invisible or is it?
It's invisible. Yeah. Creatures in the area can't be targeted by the divination spells. So if they go inside of it, they can't be targeted. If they try to, nothing can teleport into or out of the warded area. And planar, so like if somebody were to try to come from the ethereal plane into that 5 by 5, the 5 cubic foot square, they would not be able to.
But you mentioned something about it would alert you if someone messed with it. That's the part I need to know.
Well, yeah, the spell would the let me see. Small 5 is a large 100 feet wide. Spell lasts for the duration until you use an action to dismiss it. When you cast a spell, you decide what sort of security the spell provides, choosing any or all of the following properties.
That's what I need to know.
Sound can't pass through the barrier at the edge of the warded area. The barrier is warded by dark and foggy. Appears dark and foggy, preventing vision. Yes. Sensors created by divination spell can't appear in. Sensors created by divination spells can't appear inside the protected area or pass through the barrier at its perimeter. Creatures in the area can't be targeted by the divination spells. Nothing can teleport into or out of the warded area. Planar travel is blocked within the warded area.
Okay, so none of that is. I don't care about most of that. No offense. It really comes down to like, so there's no alert system. Like this is basically you're safe inside of it, but you're not using it. You're using it like a safe. Right. So there's no alarm system. There's nothing that says there's someone in your room. That's what I need to know is like there's no.
I would know if somebody entered it, because it's it would be a spell that I casted. So if somebody were to try to dismiss it, I would know that the spell is dismissed.
Right, but it's 7 feet off the ground, right? Because you said it's a 12-foot room, 5-foot container, 7 feet off the ground. Right. So they'd have to be someone would have to run into it. Yeah. Yes. And it was in the upper corner of the left corner of the room, correct?
Yes. If there's if I'm understanding the layout of the room, is there a window in this room?
There's a couple of small windows, but they're not accessible without like a very, very tall ladder.
Right. Because we're on the second floor of the inn. So It's like the upper top corner of the. I am using it kind of like a safe. Yes.
Okay. All right. So
let me see.
That's in place.
Do you need me to cast? Because it takes a. Wait, why is that? For some reason.
Is it not working?
Let me cast it. No, it won't let me cast it.
Why?
I don't know.
Are you out of spell slots?
No, it's because it's within a book. It's in the protective verses, and it says either study or MIDI heal protective verses. Shift click this item to skip this dialogue. Okay, so consume. Oh. Wait, I have to use the whole book? What? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I'm a little confused about what it is that you're.
So the book I have, Alicia, Favia gave this book to me. It's Protective Verses, and within the Protective Verses, I have Arcane Lock, Arcane Lock, Dispel Magic, Globe of Invulnerability, Glyph of Warding.
Okay.
Morton Cadence,
All
like
right.
it's got like a series of spells.
Yeah, so we're just gonna role play it. It fundamentally won't matter. Like it'll just be. Does it take a spell slot to do it, or is it just a?
It does take it. Yeah, it takes a 5th level spell slot to cast it.
All right, so I'm gonna remove one spell slot from you.
Okay.
And then we will color it cast. Sound good?
I'm good.
Sounds good.
5th level.
And it lasts
Boom.
24 hours.
24 hours. And then you'll forget where you put it, and then you'll be like looking around for 24 hours. Awesome. So yeah, so you guys put this stuff up there. You've regrouped. Skylar, are you dressed? Or are you still in your towel? What's the plan here?
I'm dressed and I'm heading back down.
All right. So as a group, you guys are heading down? Or are you guys staggering it? What's the plan?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just head down.
All right.
And as we're descending the stairs, let's say, Nick, do you think it was wise to hire that demon to guard our stuff?
Hold on. And so those two gentlemen are still in the hallway. So hold on. 1, 2, you, and request roll. And it is going to be a deception. And we haven't done a roll in a while, so let's make this goddamn thing epic.
Yeah, baby. Wait. Oh, wait, why is it only Bing rolling?
Because he's the one deceiving.
Yeah.
So it's Bing against Gary Sharonbone and Whitney Houston. Oh, then those are rough.
Sharonbone.
Sharonbone.
Huh. Damn.
Oh, they're not believing me.
Well, shit.
Yeah. So the one leans over. He's like, "Oh no, there's a demon protecting their stuff." Ooh.
Is Gary Sharon the singer of Extreme?
It might be. These are all 80s bands people.
Yeah.
And by the way, now we know something about Cliff.
More than words, dude.
More than words.
I'm more of a 3 sides to every story man myself.
Anyway, you make your way down the stairs. And yeah, it's hustling, it's bustling. A lot more thugs have sort of entered. It's a mix of what looks like dock workers, miners, and then just some questionable characters, we'll just say. Right? The number of eye patches is uncomfortable. So, Karen, you hear your colleagues head downstairs. You hanging tight, mowing on the wine and cheese. You joining him? What's going on with you?
Yeah, I just yell, "Have fun!"
Yep.
Awesome. So you guys are downstairs. You grab on a table. Mira sees you and says, "Oh, your friend didn't join you, huh?"
He's otherwise engaged.
He's busy.
Oh, did you say he?
She's
Oh no.
bathing.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, she.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. Okay. So she's a yes. Yeah, I checked in on her. Seemed like a she to me, like 100 miles of she. But she seemed pretty good. I did invite her down for a free drink. I will extend you the same offer. You know, first round's on the house. What can I do you for? Table over there in the corner. That corner has very limited access. No windows behind. Wink, wink.
I think we may take you up on that. Yes.
That sounds great. That sounds perfect.
All right. So she leaves you. She goes back behind the bar. You see her pulling, the tap. Some nice foamy, very cold looking ales come out because this ain't no Europe, and this beer is ice cold. You see her collecting some looks like figs and maybe some grapes and some nuts and some other things onto a platter. And as you guys sort of settle in, she's making her way through, and someone stops her for a second, and sort of she leans down and they whisper something in her ear, and she gives them sort of a funny look, and then continues to your table. She puts her, the beers and the charcuterie down onto the table, and says, this one's on the house, but I know you guys can afford the second round.
Of course.
And so you sort of let me know what you need, right?
Absolutely.
And and this lot always loves an on the house round on a on a Patreon, just if you know what I'm saying.
That's not a bad idea.
Actually,
so
yeah,
she's you can tell that she is strong with, like, she is a bit of a politician, but also quite the salesperson. Like, she wants your money as well.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
I mean, I kind of want to talk amongst ourselves a little bit. Like, maybe it's not a bad idea to get the people in this bar on our side if we maybe buy a round for the entire house.
I think that's a great idea.
And as you say that, let me have you roll something real quick. I'm gonna have you roll something, Mr. Man. Party. I'm gonna uncheck that party. Mr. Nick. Canvas. Oops, I accidentally selected somebody. Uncheck that person. And skill. And this is an insight check. The DC. It's not an epic roll. Request roll. In the chat, my friend. All right, you passed.
Oh, good.
So, so one of the things that you notice as she was talking, and sort of hinting that you should, buy a round. And by the way, there's a lot of people here. This would not be a cheap round of drinks, by the way.
No, for sure.
You notice that some of the more unsavory types, like, none of them are mingling with the other patrons. They're sort of keeping to themselves. You notice that one group is to the left of the door, one group is to the right of the door, another group has made its way to the opposite end of the place. You feel like they're sort of like covering their bases a bit, Nick.
I feel like you really missed a stuck in the middle with you joke there.
Stuck in the middle.
You can't talk. You just get to chew.
Yeah. I think even with that, I still buy drinks on the house.
Yeah.
I think we're still in. Yeah.
I agree.
Because whether we, and I kind of noticed, I kind of shed light on that to the table a little bit, and I still, whether we notice it or not, I think it's still a good idea to feign not noticing by buying around for the house.
So Mira makes eye contact with you, Nick, and just sort of like does sort of the otter look, or is that the groundhog? And she gives a little bit of a thumbs up with a big smile. And she rings a bell and announces to the bar, the next round is on the gentleman in the corner. And all, people are, and they applaud, and everybody's so excited. And you see her start to pull, right? The music raises. Is there music on?
Sure.
There should be music on. My sound's not working, so I don't know. But it's gonna take a few minutes, and Karen, upstairs, you're enjoying your sort of serene time with your wine and your fruit, and then you hear this sort of cheer erupt below, And then sort of just the overall, vibe gets a little bit more excitable. You can't make out what anyone's saying, but you can just sort of hear something exciting just happened. So Nick, post cheer, what's going on at your table?
I think we're in good spirits. I think even though we noticed some of the peeps on the sides, they could just be. Are they like? There's some people like kind of keeping to themselves. Could we assume that they're probably like bouncers?
No, I don't think you can assume they're bouncers. I think she has hired hands, but they're all functional from what you can tell. Everyone's has an apron, has a job, they're doing their thing.
Right.
It is mostly men. There's a handful of like overly attractive women who seem engineered to separate men from their money after a hard day in the mines. It's a mine town, right? Like it's this ain't no Hooters though. This has a little bit more class than that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
You see Mira start to hand out the beers, and one by one, as each person gets a beer, they look at you guys and they sort of raise their mug.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm circulating around, glad handing, drinking my ale.
And most of the conversation's light, and as a thanks mate, appreciate it, after a hard day, this hits the spot. You pass about the unsavory people, and they don't say a word. They just look at you like, whatever.
Enjoy, friends.
Yeah.
Sure.
The drinks on the house.
Okay.
Sure. Thanks, friend.
I'm gonna do a little perceiving.
Okay. Let me select you and do a request roll. And what are you trying to perceive?
Basically, what the intents of what the general intent of the room is, and especially these people.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go to the barmaid Mira as she finishes up handing out the beers, handing out the ales, and maybe lay an extra set of coin down to.
Jesus. Yeah, so at Nick, you see Nick get up, and that leaves Noodle and Fabi at the table, sort of talking amongst themselves. Skylar, the big Goliath is over there. Nick, you're working the room, and Cyrus, one of these groups of people is not like the other. You don't get the feeling that they're going to attack within this environment, but you definitely get the feeling they're sizing you up. They're sort of looking at how many of you there are, what size you are, what makeup you are, right? Like they're trying to get a good read to understand sort of the characteristics of your group. Now, mind you, there's one missing.
What missing?
Karen, that is that
Karen. Yeah, Karen is so there's one less person.
Yeah. Sure, that's fine.
Yeah, that's
okay. I'm just circulating, and oh man, those kobolds, those were tough to deal with, and but we did get some coppers out of them. It's a shame that we spent most of it on this round, but that's okay.
To see you guys in good spirits is enough for us.
All right, so both of you are working that rumor. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, that is a deception check. And you're not trying to convince the patrons they're going to believe anything you say. You just gave them beer, but it's the sort of the ruffians. And I'll do this individually.
I'm drinking my frosty ale.
All right, so Bing, your side of the room, they're starting to question whether the rumors about you guys were true. Nick, your side of the room is like, no. Not. These are kobolds. Matter of fact, they're sort of smiling, and they're sort of looking at you, going like, "Yeah, you bought some tough coal balls, huh? Nice.
Yeah.
You know, coal balls. They're always carrying a bunch of gold. Need a wheelbarrow for coal ball gold for sure, for sure." So Mira, she's worked the room. Skylar, she delivers your beers, and she said, this group, this is on me for buying the the whole tavern. Can't wait for you guys to settle up. It's gonna be a good night for good old Mira in many ways, I'm sure. But she leans in, Skylar, and lets you know that she's like, I don't recognize many of the people that have entered the tavern. So hopefully they abide by our unspoken rule that we don't mess around in my tavern, but just giving you a little heads up.
Okay.
She heads back to the bar. I'm going to advance the time. Nick, what are you saying?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, like, because I originally was going over to Mira and gonna be asking her, so like, what are these? I noticed that there's a couple of the people like wandering around, and there's some of these guys don't look like a lot of the rest of the patrons. Some of them guarding the door. Do you know anything about these guys? And
Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I've given you an awful lot of information for free.
I know. Well, I intended to, I kind of like just slyly put a coin like underneath my hand, and it's a couple of platinum coins.
All right. So she says, a couple of platinum coins. Oh, yeah. Awesome. So she leans in close. She's like, "You didn't hear this from me, but these look like Ian McCullian's group here. He's a bit of a local crime lord. Personally, I think his power is overstated and underrealized. But he does have volume on his side. They tend to steer clear of here. I'm a little surprised to see this many of his group in my tavern at once. It makes me a little uneasy, but you know what? If any shenanigans go down, my locals, my normal, my regulars, they'll take care of it."
Oh wow!
If we were to assist in any way for the good of the tavern, and I slide her another coin, is there going to be any issue? I assure you that we are for the tavern.
The Mira guarantee is no harm will come to you in my tavern.
All right.
Okay.
And deduct what is it, 3 platinum from your?
Yep, I did. I did already.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so being on your side, you've thrown a lot of doubt into those bandits.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Mira approaches you, Bing, and says, "Just a heads up, it's about 2 a.m. and I have a date with a warm bath and a warm something else possibly. So I'm going to be closing up shop. So I'm getting ready to call last call, but I wanted to let you know in advance."
All right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So Mira heads back to the bar. You guys all see her sort of sidle up, and she stands on this little stool of hers, and it goes ding, 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 and she's like, "Last call, bar is closing." And then, in the spirit of Janine Garofalo, she says, "I don't care where you go, but you can't stay here.
Yeah.
Don't forget to tip your waiters."
Won't you take me home?
So yeah, so you start to see the patrons, nodding to Mira. They're sort of milling around. The thugs, surprisingly, are making their way to the exit.
All right.
Okay.
So after about 10 minutes, the bar is largely cleared out. Mira walks over, latches the door, flips over the sign, starts to put out the little candles and the whatnot that's lighting up the area, and makes her way across the tavern. Lets you guys know that, look, help yourself to food in the kitchen. There's some lamb chops. There's some roast duck. There might be a little soup. It's probably a little room temperature. We're closing, let the cooks know that I gave you a hall pass to eat. I'm going to head on up and slip into something warm, if you know what I mean.
Dang.
Well, have fun. Thank you for your
Indeed.
hospitality.
Yes. Thank you
And
for
then-
the vibes.
So then Mira sort of makes her way upstairs. What are you guys going to do downstairs before I go to Karen?
I'm just watching.
I think we're just gonna, in my opinion, I think from our booth, I think we're just kind of relaxing, and the people watching on, I don't think is too dissimilar. We're kind of desensitized by it, but we still notice it.
No, well, it's cleared out. It's just you and the wait staff at this point.
Yeah. Just kind of mingling and asking the wait staff, like, how long you worked here, like what we're new to the town, just kind of like just kind of making small talk. And
yeah, and you get the vibe that Mira takes care of her people.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna ask around if anyone's seen. I'm trying to remember what they dress like. The Black Cult of the Dragon dudes.
Oh yeah.
Oftentimes in red robes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You seen any red robes in the area lately?
Yeah, and they tell you absolutely, right? They don't spend a lot of time in town, but they've seen these sort of black wax sort of crates with some crazy draconic markings sort of moving through. They seem to be heading towards the sort of Flan outskirts. They aren't really an open group. There's no stronghold of the black cultists here. It's just largely the pass through of their goods. Yeah. They did mention that there is a Harper presence here, and at the guild hall, right? If so they do have a presence here, and they tend to keep things sort of above board. But there haven't been any confrontations between the Harpers and the Black Cult that they know of.
Excellent. Okay. Thank you for that.
Awesome.
I'll drop some coin around.
Do we get the sense that maybe the little doohickey guy that's, I don't know, we'll call him a lord of sorts, that had his little lackeys in front of the door, is he Black Colt, or do we get do they know?
No.
Have they seen some of those guys kind of wandering around?
Someone is
with
at the
Black
front
Colt,
door.
Yeah, no, he's definitely not the Black Cult.
Someone is at
he's a sort of a local strong arm, right? Deals in personal loans and extortion.
Got it. Interesting.
Yeah.
Who's got someone at the front door?
Yeah, I was wondering that too.
I do.
Secretariat.
Do you need to go get it, Thomas?
No, I do not. I'm a gammon. So yeah. All right. So then so Karen, you hear some footsteps coming down the hall. Door cracks open. It's Mira. Big old smile on her face. And she lets you know, like, hey, your friends bought the bar around. So all good there.
Nice. I flipped the sheets down.
And so Mira, Mira's eyes get real big, and she's like, "Oh, it's gonna be that kind of an evening." So she says, "Let me take a moment. I need to take a quick bath, and then I will be right back out. Help yourself to." And then she pauses. I see you helped yourself to some wine. It's all good. It's all good. Hopefully you left some for me. Pour me a glass. I'll be out in about 10 minutes. So she pops into the room, purposefully doesn't close the door all the way, and you see her strip down and pop into the bath. And then we have a cutscene.
Yeah.
I was about to
Clouds
say,
moving across the sky.
Yeah,
at any
right.
point you can catch
What's
the
the-
thing going through the tunnel.
Yeah, Old Faithful explodes.
Oh my lord!
I'm picturing this song from Top Gun.
Oh, there you go.
I just want to say that 20 years ago when I met Cliff, if you would have ever said that we would have to role play an intimate scene, I would have said, "What?" In 6 years, this is the first time this has happened. Not that Skylar hasn't tried to make moves on Karen on
Right.
vacations.
Actually, I don't know if you remember, this is not the first time Karen has gotten late on his campaign.
Oh, wait a minute.
What? I'm trying to remember what.
So Mira leads in. She's like, "You've done this before? What have you? Where? What?
A long time ago, there was this really cool guy at like a desert camp. Yeah, and Karen had to pass like a charisma check, and
well, you didn't have to pass a charisma check with your passive charisma is so high.
Yeah,
I think it is worth at least reminding everyone that this is Karen.
Yeah.
Right. So
it's the shoulders.
She's all that in a bag of chips, right? Like what is your heritage is half what and half what? I forget.
That's
orc and human.
Yeah. So delightful. So the rest of you guys, are you heading upstairs? You hanging down? So Karen, your night. We're just gonna fast forward through your night. It was fantastic. I think actually I'm gonna make you quest a roll, and then the skill is going to be
persuasion.
No.
Oh.
No, it's not an epic. Don't blow this, Karen. Mira's like, well, no,
Wait.
Seriously, it was great, Karen. It was best I've had.
This could be taken one of two ways. Either the performance towards Karen was a 3, or
no, it was Karen's performance.
Okay, all right.
Karen, Mira's like, look, you've downed a bottle of wine. You've just come from the mines. These things happen.
We get it.
I've been in a cave.
We can try again in the morning.
I've
Oh my!
been in a cave for 3 years.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Yeah,
This
not
never
everyone can
happens
always
to me.
perform.
I swear this
Yeah.
never happens to me.
No, it's all good. It's all good. We can still be friends. It's fine. But she does snuggle up against you, nice and warm. So she doesn't seem thoroughly disappointed. You didn't fumble, right? She's just not going to write a sonnet about you in the morning.
Sure.
So the rest of you, it is getting late. It is now about 3:30 in the morning, and you guys are still downstairs. Are you going up to your room and getting some shut eye, or what time you guys plan on getting up?
Bedtime. Sleep in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I'm going to go up to the room as well.
All right, then I'm going to have the lot of you, including you, Karen. We're going to do a quick long rest. Give me 1 second. And long rest, and let's do this guy. Let me say rest. Is anyone doing anything spectacular with their long rest?
Continuing to make the.
Right.
Oh, never mind. We were. I was supposed to do some more research on that. I was going to say do some more fireball scrolls, but.
All right, so do this will be day 2 of your fireball scrolls. So just do the research, and then we'll count this. Long rest coming your way.
Yep.
Do it.
Begin long rest. And the rest of you guys do your long rest. It's in the chat.
I see it. Sorry.
You get a roll for Fabia. Fabia still needs to go.
Okay. It only populated
It's in the
for Nick.
in the
there
chat.
it is. I see it.
Yeah.
I see it. There we go.
Cool. So, you guys, it is 11:30 in the morning, almost noon. You hear a slight knock on the door, and it is some of the servants. Mira has sent them in with food. Karen, you woke up to a lovely rose, and what looks to be some maybe oatmeal, some grit, something. Some nice pastries. You've got some croissants, whatever else. Some sort of a concoction that you've never had with half orange juice, half champagne. Tastes pretty good. Makes your nose tickle as you're drinking it. But you guys are sort of starting your day pretty late.
Yes.
Alas.
We'll leave at noon. Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So you guys start packing up your shit. You make your way down to the tavern, and Mira is waiting. She has a big old smile on her face. Looks like she's had a pretty good evening, right? None the wiser, right, Karen? Wink, wink. Are you with your cohorts again, Karen?
Yeah.
So as you pull, and Nick, what's going on with the stuff?
Oh, I'm going to pull it.
And you're who's carrying it? This is a group decision. You guys can talk amongst yourself who's going to carry the stuff.
Oh yeah, because we decided that since it was split in half, it's not really going to be that heavy.
Right.
Yeah, Karen and Noodle and Bobby can absolutely carry their own little backpacks. Yeah. It's up to you.
Yeah, that's fine. I think that'll be all right. So I pull them out and hand them to both Noodle and I hand them their respective, because I know which bag is which. So I hand them their respective fanny packs.
Okay. Sounds good. So you guys make your way to the front. Mira hands you guys a little note. It's your bill with a nice big heart over it. It's about 75 gold, which is not too bad for the night, plus all the drinks.
That's fair.
So you guys can deduct that from your inventory if you want to throw a little extra coin her way, whatever.
Yeah, let's do it.
You do think that maybe Daggerfall might be a port town that you will come through once in a while?
Oh, 100%.
Right? It's sort of it's part of the crossroads. It's kind of like Seditious, his oasis.
Yeah.
Right? It's kind of a crossroads.
Excellent.
Okay.
And then so you guys have your stuff all packed up. You don't have the wheelbarrow. Mira said she'll take care of that for you. I'm assuming that you're gonna step outside then. Is that the idea?
Yeah. How much is how many gold to a platinum? Is it 100 or 1,000?
I thought it was 10.
Oh, is it
10?
Oh, is it 10? Okay.
Yeah, it's 10.
Okay.
All right. So what's the deal? You heading out?
Hmm?
So you open up the door. I'm sorry. What was that?
I just said, yes, let's do.
Yep.
What happened?
So you open up the door, and as you're exiting, Mira's like, "Oh, by the way, there's some people gathering outside. Just so you know."
Oh.
And you are all immediately surrounded by thugs.
Neat.
All right.
Exactly. So,
are we pausing here, or
we are, but I'm going to do this first. We're all going to roll for initiative so we could be at the top of the stack.
Yeah, baby.
Noodle? Oh, come on, man. My initiative rolls always suck.
Yeah, mine too.
So the docks of Dagger Falls, lie restless beneath the pale sky. Boats creak against their moorings as figures emerge from alleys between warehouses. Boots thudding past wet planks. Hard faces gather around the pier, knives glinting in the lantern light, but it's not. It's the twinkling in the sunlight. The harbor grows eerily quiet as nearby homes shutter their windows. From somewhere in the darkness, a rough voice called out with sort of greedy confidence. Now he's off to the right. Word is you lot came from the mountains heavy with treasure. Seems only there the docks collect their share. And that was coming from this gentleman over here. I'm pinging. Ian McCullion. Bandit crime lord.
Oh, yeah.
So when we next play, and I thought we would get to this within 3 minutes of this session, when we next play, you guys have stepped out into the morning sun the day is well on its way. There's a lot of hustling about on the docks. But as you guys walked out the door and he said this, people have just sort of scurried away. And now you made a lot of friends last night, and we'll see if any of that pays off. But that was last night, and today is a new day.
Nice.
All right.
So, combat next time.
Yes.
Christy said, "Am I going to miss anything tonight?" I said, "A battle," but she did not. So Alicia
and getting laid.
She missed.
Yeah,
she missed guys' night. Is what she missed.
she did. Honestly, I do want to give you guys I should give you all an inspiration point. Honestly, thank you for role playing tonight. It was nice and wildly uncomfortable until I got into it. So, Karen, yes, I would say, Karen, you were the most uncomfortable, but then Skylar, of course, was wearing a thong.
Yeah.
So there is that.
Hallway in the flip flops and the robe is hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. But yeah, we'll pick up here when we next play. You guys get to wield your weapons again after a few sessions, so should be a lot of fun. It's a beautiful dockside battle.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. All right, guys. Sorry about the troubleshooting. It was my fault. We should have been farther than this.
It's fine. Yeah,
all right, man.
I appreciate you.
I'll see you guys.
Thanks,
happy.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
Bye.